hello everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening kung saan man kayo sa mundo ngayon. So if this is your first time or second time, welcome. So by the way, my name is Philip Ain Imbong. I will be your speaker for this session. And just a quick background about myself. I am 28 years old. I am a computer engineer. I'm a PhD holder. And I'm a virtual assistant and a freelancer. And I'm a marketing director here in IMG. And I'm a registered financial associate financial planner and a licensed financial educator here in IMG. So today I'm going to teach you what are the concepts that I know here in IMG na hindi nyo pa na-encounter siguro sa maybe sa school nyo po or sa trabaho nyo or sa lugar nyo. Okay? Because this is exclusively tinuturo sa IMG. So I hope makinig kayo and para marami tayong matutunan. Okay? So before we talk about financial concepts, let's talk first about our company, IMG. So who are we? So IMG is International Marketing Group. We are one of the biggest and fastest growing financial services company in the Philippines. And what we do here is we assist people who want to help themselves achieve financial freedom and through financial education and building a proper financial foundation. So that's what we do here in IMG, no? So we are helping you to achieve financial freedom, of course, by learning first. Because if we don't understand or we don't have any knowledge at all, paano i-build yung or paano i-achieve yung financial freedom, we thought like investing on easy money can help us achieve that, pero hindi, no? So it's very important that we will invest first on financial education before anything else so that we will be guided on the right path. Okay? And IMG have already established partnership with the biggest company in the financial industry as financial brokerage. Ano ibig sabihin niya? Ibig sabihin niyan, um, we are IMG is a financial brokerage company. Okay, hindi po siya networking company, hindi po siya investment company, hindi po siya insurance company. Okay, IMG is a financial brokerage company. Okay, and also a membership platform wherein nagbibigay siya ng maraming benefits sa lahat ng members. Okay? So, this is our main office. It's 9th floor King's Court Building, 1st Gino Roses Avenue in Makati City. And we have also branch offices. We have in World Center, Cebu, Davao, Cagayan de Oro, Dubai, Singapore, Hong Kong, Macau, Europe, and marami pang iba, no? We have a lot of financial centers worldwide na nagkalat na, no? So, um, diyan sa Oman or sa London, no? I'm sure meron tayong mga financial centers diyan, no? So you can visit and yeah, you can visit there on our financial centers there. And of course, we have a campaign, no? Of course, mayroon tayong ginagawa dito. We have a purpose. Because we have a campaign. And our global campaign is all about financial education. Of course, that's what we do, di ba? Kasi we are helping each one of the Filipino to be educated so that um, uh, each one of us will be directed to the right path, no? To achieving our financial freedom na kinakamit natin. So that means to say we are teaching financial literacy and our goal is to have 30 million by the year 2030 financial educated families. So as of now, we are already more than 12 million natin we are already more than 12 million and counting pa, no, sa ating tracker, and it will grow more and more as the years go by kasi we are achieving and we are aiming to reach 30 million by the year 2030. Okay? And of course, we have this people here who believes in our mission, in what we do in our campaign. Now we have Senator Rafi Tulfo, we have former President Rodrigo Duterte, former Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, no, and marami pang iba, no, mga influencers, mga politicians who believe in our campaign that they appreciate what we do, no. As you can see, Tulfo files bill that seeks to enhance financial literacy for OFW because um, yung mga OFW talaga, no, madali lang sila madadala sa mga scams, no, kasi they don't know about that because siguro hindi pa sila na financially educated or hindi pala alam about IMG that helps each one of us to be in the right path in achieving our financial freedom, no? So that's why Tulfo files that bill to help each OFWs abroad, no? So we have this book, ito yung pinopromote namin ngayon, no? So this book is called The Secret to Saving and Building Your Future. One of the authors of this book is si Brother Bo Sanchez. Sabi sa librong ito, financial education is not just for the wealthy, it is for everyone, no? Ito. So ibig sabihin po na hindi lang po pang mayaman ang pag-iinvest at pag-usap sa pera, no? Bakit, no? Kasi lahat tayo may kakayanan mag-ipon, no? Lahat tayo ay involved kasi lahat naman tayo pwede gumastos. Pero dapat alam natin kung saan natin ilalagay yung pera natin at igastos, no? So that's why we are giving free seminars for everybody. So now our talk for this session is entitled Building Your Future, Taking Control of Our Money, no? Of your money or our money, of course, no? Now, have you tried to ask yourself sa ilang taon mo ng pagtatrabaho, is money controlling you? Or are you the one controlling your money? So, dapat yan pa lang, no, alam nyo na evaluate nyo yung sarili nyo kung ako ba nag-control sa pera ko or ang pera na ang nag-control sa akin. So, in this webinar, in this talk that we are going to have, we will learn how to control our money by building our future, no? And also, this is a global campaign for financial literacy. Now, the first thing that we are going to learn is how to build our solid financial foundation. No, ito yung unang ituturo ko sa inyo. When we say strong or solid financial foundation is like building your own house. Of course, you must build it from the ground up. 'Di ba? Pag nagbi-build tayo ng bahay, may din tayong tinatawag na blueprint because this blueprint is our plan na dapat nating ifa-follow para we can make sure that our home is strong and solid, no? We can really make sure na kahit anong emergency or calamity mangyari, no, we can make sure that it will still stand strong, no, there, no, kahit anong calamity pa yan, no. So ganun. So ano ba dapat yung unahin dapat pala natin? Ano ba dapat i-prioritize natin para makabuild talaga tayo ng solid financial foundation? The first one that we are going to build first, dapat we must have a proper healthcare. Hindi gumagalaw. Wait lang. Ayun. So, bakit healthcare ang pinakauna or pinaka-importante? Because the number one of personal bankruptcy is the medical expenses. 'Di ba? Are you with me, no? Um, 'Di ba? Totoo na 'yan, 'di ba? So as you can see dito sa Philippines, based sa ating makita, no, sa statistics at sa social medias, maraming Pilipino namamatay di dahil ay kulang tayo ng doktor, pasilidad, ospital. Maraming namamatay dahil walang pambayad, walang pera. Kaya nga naghihingi na lang, nag-send ng GCash, no, nagpo-post ng mga QR code para maghingi ng tulong. That's why healthcare is very important. And when we talk about healthcare, hindi lang dapat tayo nagdepende sa ating gobyerno, no? Gaya ng PhilHealth kasi hindi talaga siya enough na PhilHealth lang yung asahan niyo, especially ngayon na malaki na yung hospital bills natin, no, 'di ba? Yung charges. So, ang liit lang talaga ng deduction ng PhilHealth. Kaya we need to secure also our healthcare, our personal healthcare. So, ang hirap din pag hindi natin paghandaan itong healthcare kasi karamihan sa atin nababankrupt lang dahil sa kulangan sa paghanda nito kahit mayaman ka pa. So that's why hindi ka dapat masyado magkampante, no? Kahit nag-exercise ka pa, no, nag-jogging or nag-running ka or you're very conscious with your health. So you think na hindi ka na talaga magkakasakit. So wag masyadong uh, uh, magkumpiyansa sa buhay, no? So it's better to be ready than to be sorry, no? So habang wala ka pang sakit ngayon, kumuha ka na po ng healthcare kasi lahat naman tayo dito sa mundo nagkakasakit. So kung wala kang healthcare, possible maubos talaga yung pera mo. Ang mahirap kasi dyan din, madadamay din yung family mo, no? Especially yung anak mo, lalo sa retirement natin, di ba? Kasi during our retirement, dyan lumalabas yung halos na mga sakit natin. So kung di mo na planuhan yung healthcare mo habang wala ka pang sakit, then your retirement, pwede ka maging pabigat sa family mo, no? That's so sad to know and that's why we should prevent that to happen. So the next thing that we need to prioritize after the healthcare is we are going to secure our life protection. No, ano ba itong life protection? We are talking here about life insurance. So bakit pa tayo kumukuha ng life insurance? No, alam niyo naman sa ibang bansa, no, they have already healthcare life insurance, and as you can see, mostly sa kanila doon insured, no. I don't know dyan sa London or sa ibang bansa, no? But I know in US, no, they are required, hindi naman lahat, pero mostly they have already life insurance and healthcare. And they are not um negative about that. Actually, they appreciate it. Kaya kumukuha din sila, no? Pero dito sa Pilipinas, no, pag when we pinag-usapan natin yung life insurance, napaka-negative ng mga tao kasi they think expense lang yung life insurance kasi they think na hindi siya magagamit, useless lang, pinagperahan lang tayo. Pero they don't really understand kasi yung importance at use ng life insurance. Why we need to have that as early as now, no? So as you can see, no, when we say life protection, it's protecting not just our life but also our family, no? Um, as you can see, kung wala kang life insurance, how will you protect your family? Because the life insurance is the one who will take care of your family, no? That's why it's called life protection, no? Kasi bibigyan ng instant money yung family mo coming from the insurance coverage. So it's called then income protection din, no? In case na may mangyari sa iyo, no? Let's say kunin ka na ni Lord at naiwan yung family mo, yung asawa mo, yung mga anak mo, they will not be burden na iniwan mo sila kasi may life insurance ka. They are setting aside for them kahit wala ka na, they can still continue living life. So that's the purpose of life insurance. It's not just about you, but your family nga na maiiwan. Ganon siya. So dapat hindi tayo maging allergic sa word na insurance kasi napaka-importante nito din. Okay, so as you can see here, no, problems of Filipinos, no, um, mostly talaga sa atin, nababaon tayo sa utang because of emergencies, yung mga hindi natin inasahan na mga mangyari sa ating buhay, no? So, it's so sad to know, no, na mostly sa atin walang insurance. 83% that don't have insurance. So that's why we are unprotected from life uncertainties and that's why nababaon tayo sa utang because of emergencies na hindi natin pinaghandaan, no? So that is from the data from BSV Financial Institution Survey last 2021. Okay, now let's go with the next one. We have debt management. So bakit ba kasali ang debt management in building our solid financial foundation? So ano ba itong debt? Ito ay utang, no? Paano ba natin ma-manage yung mga utang natin? Kasi kadalasan sa atin, hilig talaga sa utang lalo na kung merong mga sale or ano, no? Kahit hindi naman importante, we will really find way na, let's say, manghihiram talaga ng pera para we can buy this or have that. So, we need to prioritize things if this is important, no? Unless overflowing yung pera mo, no? Pero kung may purpose yung pera na yun or may direction yung pera na yun, so wag mo gamitin sa hindi naman importante para hindi tayo mababaon din sa utang, no? So, sa utang hindi naman siya masama lahat, no? There is two sides of utang. There is two kinds of utang. We have good debt or good utang and we have bad utang. So when we say good utang, ito ay you are investing in assets that appreciate over time. And sa bad utang, you are spending, no? You can see the difference. Investing, sa bad utang is spending. So naglalabas ka ng pera, dito sa good utang is you are um, investing. You are putting some money there, okay, in the assets that you are putting in, okay. So spending on liabilities that depreciate in value, that's a bad utang, no? And of course, good utang, uh, uh, let's say mm, nag-uutang ka pero let's say binibusiness mo or you use it for capital, for an investment or business. So, okay yun kasi may potential return siya or you can earn on that after like few months or few years. So, that's a good utang, 'di ba? Pero wala siyang expected income or growth potential, then tapos inutang mo yung pera na yan, that's bad utang, 'di ba? Good utang is reasonable interest rates and payment terms, no? But for bad utang, high yung interest rate niya with unfavorable terms. Yun lang. And lastly, good utang yan siya if you're using that to grow your business, to use it for your upskill, like you're investing in a course or upskill. as long as you are learning something for your growth, professional growth, or para ba sa business mo, ano, and rental property, no? Because as long as if you are earning out of that utang or that money that you are having debt with, no? That's a good utang. And sa bad utang, opposite niya, okay? So it could be hindi ka makapagbayad, no? For you to look rich, ano, pa as if kahit inutang mo pala yung pera na yon, no? Tapos inispend mo lang pala yung pera mo sa nonsense at hindi siya nag-i-income, no? So that's a really bad utang. So I hope you understand the difference between good and bad utang. So we have also two kinds of paying our debt. So we have debt snowball. So this kind of debt is you are focusing on paying off the smallest debt first. So ito yung inuuna mo, pinakamaliit na utang. Tapos hanggang sa lumalaki, no? This is best for those with multiple small debts with similar interest rates. Similar, no? So I hope you get that, no? That's snowball. So you can stay motivated over time. But for debt avalanche, ito yung nagfo-focus ka sa pagbayad sa pinakamalaking interest rate or interest pinakamalaki na utang mo. Yun ang inuuna mo. So that is best for those with large debts with high interest rates. So that will help you save money on interest kasi inuuna mo yung pinakamalaking interest na utang mo. So that's the difference between the two. Now let's talk more about the next one. So we are done talking about debt. So let's have the next one. Ang next one na dapat i-build mo is having an emergency fund. So ano ba ito emergency fund? Ito po ay pwede mo ma-withdraw anytime. Kaya tinatawag siyang emergency fund. Di ba? Klaro naman siguro no, na that's the purpose why we have emergency fund. To use it for emergency. Let's say nawalan ka ba ng trabaho, di ba? We don't know naman. Anytime pwede tayo matanggal sa trabaho. Tapos hindi ka naghanda, paano na 'yan, 'di ba? Paano yung day-to-day life natin, no? Let's say bumagyo, 'di ba? No, you don't know the calamities, it will just happen anytime, 'di ba? Tapos hindi natin in-expect malakas pala yung bagyo, tapos masisira yung business natin or yung pinagtrabahuan natin na isa yan sa reason na walan tayo ng income. Pwede yan, di ba? So, mga calamities. So, it is very important to have this. So, usually, this is 3 to 4 times of your, or 3 to 6 months from your, of your salary. So, let's say, 20,000 pesos yung per month mo. So, at least, meron kang at least 60,000 na iniipon para sa emergency fund mo. So, it's up to you kung ilagay mo lang ba siya sa bangko, sa piggy bank mo, as long as that will serve as your emergency fund, no? So, in case of emergency, meron ka makuha at magagamit na pera and that would be coming from your emergency fund. And reminder lang, no, ang emergency fund ay hindi po ito basta igagastos mo lang sa kahit anong bagay lang. Kasi yung purpose niya is for emergency lang. So yun lang, doon lang dapat nyo siya gagamitin. Okay? So we need also to be disciplined in handling our finances din. Diba? So lastly, we need to build our investment. So sa bahay mo pa ito na po yung bubong mo. This will be the last one na, no? Pero kasi mostly sa atin ngayon, no, inuuna talaga yung investment, no? Baliktad. Dapat pala last na pala dapat siya, hindi siya una, 'di ba? Kasi pag may pera na, diretso agad sa investment. Magpatay ng bahay, bili ng sakyan, bili ng motor, bili ng lupa, patay ng business. Invest agad sa mga bagay. Pero wala pa silang healthcare, wala pang life protection, wala pang emergency fund, tapos baon pa sa utang, no? Do you think it will last long your investment? I don't think so, no? Kasi kung marami ka ng savings at malaki na yung investment mo, pero wala ka din naman nito, wala pa rin, no? Back to zero pa rin, no? That's why we are teaching everyone to know the step-by-step in building our solid financial foundation. And of course, we should not forget to learn and to know how to increase our cash flow. Kasi marami tayong kinukunan na income para sa ating plans in life, especially if that we are planning to build our solid financial foundation, marami tayong kailangan pag-ipunan at kailangan i-prepare, no? So, yun. So, kung reason mo hindi ka talaga makapag-ipon, makapag-invest, or uh, start building your solid financial foundation kasi yung pera mo ngayon sapat lang pala sa bayarin sa tubig, kuryente, internet, ano pang mga bills dyan, ang sagot lang diyan is increase your cash flow, no? Dagdagan mo yung income mo ngayon, 'di ba? Hindi ka naman siguro 24 hours nagtatrabaho diyan, 'di ba? So marami kang may mga free hours ka or free time. Ano bang ginagawa mo sa free time mo, 'di ba? So if you evaluate yourself, if you assess yourself na kulang pa yung income ko, I need to earn more. So yung mga extra time mo, wag mo siyang uh, spend lang sa mga nonsense na bagay na mag-Netflix ka lang or ano bang hindi naman masama no mag-chill or mag-movie no, pero let's always manage our time that we also find way or find time to increase our cash flow, especially na tingin mo kulang pala yung income mo ngayon kasi let's say maliit lang yung sweldo mo or yung income mo, o di dagdagan mo, di ba? So that's your responsibility na din, no? So yan. So that is how we build our solid financial foundation. Now, this X curve um, shows the reality of life, no? Kasi this red line shows responsibility line and this blue line, or I'm sorry, blue arrow pala, no? Shows money line. Or is called money line. No, I'm sorry. So of course, while we are still young, wala pa tayong masyadong savings at pera, kumakain pa tayo sa buhay, no? And we have a very big responsibility along the way sa ating buhay. So ang goal natin pag tumanda tayo, tumataas na dapat yung pera natin dapat. So habang tumatanda tayo, tumataas dapat yung mga ipon natin. Lumalaki na dapat yung assets natin. So ano pala yung mga responsibility natin sa buhay? Of course, food, 'di ba? Shelter, clothing, education, health. Pero ah isa din diyan yung utang, no? Isa din 'yan sa ating responsibility natin sa buhay, no? So, saan ka kumukuha ng pang-provide diyan? Of course, coming from your active income. Ibig sabihin, kailangan mo magtrabaho para may pera ka. Of course, wala ka trabaho, wala ka ding pera. Ganun lang, 'di ba? So, kung what if matanda ka na, let's say hindi mo na kaya makapag-earn ng active income, no? Hindi ka na able makapag-work kasi mataas na yung edad mo, wala ka nang tumatanggap sa iyo or hindi na talaga kaya sa katawan natin, no? Um, so dito sa Philippines, no, pag medyo mataas na yung age natin, mostly wala na talagang work or wala na tumatanggap sa atin na work. Pero sa ibang bansa, no, I don't know, sa Hong Kong, what I have seen, no, maraming mga matanda na pinagtrabaho pa rin nila. So, as long as kaya lang, no? As long as kaya, walang problema 'yan, no? Pero maganda talaga na pagdating sa katandaan natin, ang pera na ang magtatrabaho para sa atin, no? Hindi na tayo ang magtatrabaho para sa pera, no? So that's why during that time na matanda na tayo or nanghihina na tayo, no? Dapat ang pera na ang magtatrabaho para sa atin. Kasi during this time, kahit matanda na tayo, meron ka pa rin mga responsibilidad pa kasi pa rin, no? Of course, ganun pa rin. Kakain ka pa rin, di ba? Shelter, mga bayarin sa tubig, kuryente, at iba pang bills, no? Clothing, education, kung meron ka pinagpaaral na apo mo ba or anak mo ba. Pero yung pinakamalaking responsibilidad mo sa buhay ay yung kalusugan mo. So, yun. And of course, habang tayo ay tumatanda, dapat maging debt-free na din tayo, no? Kasi grabe naman hanggang sa pagtanda natin, marami pa tayong utang or may utang pa or malaki pa yung utang, no? Kung pwede na maging debt-free na para magkaroon ng peace of mind. And of course, sa luward na life, may if sa gitna kasi dalawa lang kasi mangyayari sa ating buhay. What if we die too soon? And what if we live too long? No? So, what if we die too soon? Is that a problem? Ano ba? Anong tingin nyo? So maybe sabihin nyo, kung selfish lang tayo, sabihin natin hindi siya problem kasi matatapos na yung buhay ko, hindi na ako maghirap. No, siguro ganun, okay siya. Pero uh, are you thinking about your family din? Di ba? Kasi kung selfish ka, siguro ganun yung reason mo. Pero if you really love your family and you think about them, it's a problem kung iwan mo sila na wala. Especially if wala kang insurance, no? No? So kawawa yung family mo, paano lang sila? So let's say ang bata pa ng anak mo, ng asawa mo, let's say ikaw yung breadwinner at kukunin ka na ni Lord, problema talaga yun kasi magugutom sila at mababaon sa utang. no? And sad to say pa din diyan if nag-aaral pa yung mga anak mo, so possible pwede sila makapaghinto pa sa pag-aaral. Pero if may life insurance ka, life insurance will protect your family kasi life insurance is income replacement. So type niyo na diyan, life insurance is income or type niyo diyan income replacement para hindi niyo makalimutan na si life insurance is income replacement, hindi siya expense. Okay? So yung income na binibigay mo every month, no? So, bibigyan ng instant money yung family mo coming from the insurance coverage. That's why they are protected. Okay? Second, if is what if we live too long, so is that a problem? So ngayon, tatanungin na naman kita, is it a problem if we live too long? What do you think, no? So it's really a problem if we live too long din, di ba? Especially if wala kang hinanda. Wala kang ginawa ngayon tapos binigyan ka ng Panginoon ng mahabang buhay. So, as you can see, habang tumatagal, nagmamahal yung mga bilihin natin. Pagkain, no, mga drinks, no, mga bills tumataas, hospital, schools. Tapos, dadating yung time na hindi ka na able makapag-work or no, or yun, kulang pa rin yung income mo during that time, let's just say. So, mahirap yun. It's a big problem, no? So you will really feel the crisis in you, in your life. Kasi you are not investing, no? As early as now, hindi ka pa nag-i-invest. So pagdating ng time, hindi mo na kaya makapag-invest kasi kulang pa rin yung income mo, let's just say, no? Kasi sa investment, hindi naman kailangan malaki yung investment mo or malaki yung starting. You can just simply start small, no? As long as you have already started. Kaysa wala talaga, no? Wala talagang mangyari. Especially sa retirement mo, malaking problema 'yan, no? So we should be financially independent din. Huwag tayo masyado magkampante din sa mga anak niyo, 'di ba? Maling practice 'yan, no? We should be a model to our children and to the future generation na tayo ay financially independent at para gayahin din tayo sa ating mga anak at sa future generation na ganun din ang gagawin nila, no? No? So ganun siya. So that's why we called it living on interest, no? Kasi yung pera na ang magtatrabaho para sa iyo. Okay? So hindi ba maganda ba 'yon, 'di ba? Maganda, 'di ba? So that's why we need to plan ahead, no? Before it's too late, before maging too late ang lahat. Now, how do we have this passive income? How do we make money work for us? Kasi yung alam lang natin is we make our money, no? We know how to make money, of course, because that's what we do now. But how do we make money work for us? So we have this what we call the rule of 72, the power of compounding interest. So ano ba ito, no? So tingnan niyo dito, so you just need to divide the number 72 by the interest rate of your savings or investment. That will give you the estimated number of years it will take for your money to double. So ano ba ibig sabihin yan? Dapat alam nyo ang interest rate ng savings or investment mo para ma-divide mo siya ng 72 para alam mo ilang years pa siya madodoble. So that you will know magkano ng pera mo after how many years, di ba? So that is the rule of 72, no? So I hope nag-intindihan niyo na ano yung power of compounding interest, okay? So galing yan kay discovered by Albert Einstein, okay? So if, for example, you are opening a savings account sa bank, no? So let's say naglagay ka ng 10,000 pesos sa bank and alam niyo naman no na the bank has a very small interest rate. I don't know if alam niyo na, alam niyo 'yan. But if hindi nyo pa alam, yan ang masasabi ko. They have a very small interest rate, no? That if you just let your money slip there for how many years, um, talo ka talaga sa inflation, no? So, it's just 0.0625 if I'm not mistaken kung hindi siya nagbabago. But for this presentation, let's make it 1%, no? Para hindi tayo mahirapan sa pag-divide. So, let's go to our formula. 'Di ba? 72 divide interest rate 1%. So 72 divide 1 is equals to 72 years. That means to say, yung 10,000 pesos mo, maging 20,000 pesos siya after 72 years pa. Ang tanong, buhay ka pa ba niyan? 'Di ba? So that means to say, di mo na makita madoble yung pera mo. Unless you live too long, 'di ba? Pwede naman 'yun, 'di ba? parehas ni Senator Enrile, di ba? Ilang taon na si Senator Enrile ngayon, no? So, kung ikaw same kayo ni Senator Enrile, binigyan ng mahabang panahon, that's good. So, makita mo pa yung pera mo. Pero ang tanong, malaki na ba yung 20,000 pesos at that time, at that age that you have? No? So, napakaliit na baka parang piso na lang yan during that time. So, kung i-check mo yung tubo ng pera mo sa bangko, ang liit lang. Minsan hindi pa nga tumutubo dahil maraming mga hidden charges like tax and so on, no? As you can see, mas malaki pa yung withholding tax, 20%, kaysa sa interest rate ng bangko, 'di ba? Tapos mayroon pa inflation. Imagine mas malaki pa yung inflation kaysa sa interest rate ng bangko. That's why it's not advisable to just let your money slip and place in the bank. So, kung bibigyan ka ng bangko ng mas malaking interest rate kasi meron naman silang time deposit and that they have this 4% interest rate for that, no? So let's say naglagay ka diyan. Let's say naglagay ka ng 100,000 pesos at the age of 20, let's say 29 ka. Naglagay ka ng 100,000 pesos. So let's take a look. So since 4% yung interest rate niya, so every 18 years na yung pera mo dumodoble, no? So yung 100,000 pesos mo, maging 200,000 pesos siya at the age of 47. At yung 200,000 pesos, maging 400,000 pesos siya at the age of 65. Ang tanong, malaki na ba yung 400,000 at the age of 65? What do you think? Napakaliit na lang yan, no? Ng 400,000 pesos at the age of 65. Kasi ang mahal na ng mga bilihin yan, no? So, yun. So, do you think nakatago lang po yan yung pera mo sa vault ng bangko? No? So, let's say, naghulog ka naman ng 100,000, di ba? So, do you think nakatago lang po yan sa vault ng bangko? What do you think? Hindi, di ba? If you know, hindi, di ba? Ginamit nila. Nilagay nila sa mas malaki pa sa 4%. We have 8%. Okay? Kasi may alam pa silang mas malaki pa sa 4%. At dyan nila nilagay yung mga pera natin as their depositor. At dumudoble na lang ito every 9 years na lang. Instead of 18, 9 years na lang. So yung 100,000 pesos mo, instead of 400,000 pesos at the age of 65, nagiging 1.6 million na po siya. No? So, ang laki ng difference. Now, as you can see, kinuha mo yung 400,000 pesos mo at the age of 65 kasi matanda ka na, di ba? So you want to enjoy your money. So kinuha mo lahat. Okay? So since hindi mo alam na nilagay nila ito sa 8%, of course, it also earns. Ang naging 1.6 siya, di ba? So since kinuha mo ito, naging 1.2 million pesos na lang ito ang naiwan. So yung 1.2 million pesos na iwan dito, yun na yung kita ng bangko. And they will be using that for their operational expenses, expansion, putting other branches at iba pa. No? Tapos ang iba pa niyan, ini-invest pa yan ng bangko sa mas malaki pa sa interest rate. Di ba? Amazing, di ba? So hindi natin yan alam. Kaya ang bilis lang lumaki nung pera natin, nung bangko na ang gumamit. Di ba? So kasi may alam pa din silang mas malaki pa sa 8%. We have 12%. No? So may alam silang 12% din. So yung pera nyo, ang bilis lang lumaki. So every 6 years na lang siya lumaki. Magdodoble instead of 9, 6 years na lang. So instead of 1.6 million pesos at the age of 65, magiging 6.4 million pesos na po yung pera nyo dito. No? Na sana kayo yung mag-enjoy at mag-benefit. Kaso sila ang naka-benefit kasi sila ang may alam, 'di ba? Hindi mo alam, 'di ba? Kaya nga naghihulog ka lang sa bangko without knowing na may mas malaki pa palang interest rate at may mas maganda pa palang hulugan aside instead of regular savings account sa bangko, no? That's why the rich gets richer while the poor gets poorer because of lack of financial education and lack of financial literacy. So, okay, this presentation is just for one depositor lang. So, ilang milyon tayong Pilipino? Ilang pilyong Pilipino ang depositor ng bank? So, i-times mo lang yan dito, no? So, napakalaki ng income ng bangko, no? So, ngayon, saan ba yung 12%? Let's talk about this, no? So now before we discuss about that, let's take a look of our history of our deposit rate. starting from the year 1976 to the present year. Okay. Di ko lang na-edit to, no? So hanggang ngayon, 2020, hanggang ngayon, this current year. Okay. As you can see, napakataas ng interest rate. Okay, this one, interest rate ito ha. And these are the years. No? So hanggang ngayon, current year. Di lang na-edit. So as you can see, napakataas ng interest rate during 1984, di ba? Napakataas. It's more than 20%. So kung nilagay mo yung pera mo sa bangko during that time, okay na okay. It's more than 20%. No? Walang problema. Kahit patulugan mo lang dyan. Pero ngayon, kung ilagay mo lang yung pera mo ngayon sa bangko at patulugin mo lang dyan, it's just less than 1%, no? Diba? This year, diba? Hindi ko lang na-edit. That's current year, no? hindi ko lang na-edit. So, napaka-lugi mo kung patulugin mo lang yung pera mo ngayon. Unless kung 1984 ang year ngayon, okay lang, di ba? Pero we are different now, no? So lugi kung patulugin mo lang yung pera mo ngayon. So our time now is different from 1984, okay? So I just want to tell you na I'm not against with the bank, okay? I'm telling you, di ba kanina na you can put your money in the bank if today is 1984. Pero ngayon, napakaliit lang ng interest rates, less than 1%. So I'm telling you not just to place and let your money sleep in the bank, no? But I'm not against with the bank because I'm using bank for my transaction, for my business. But what I'm trying to say is when it comes to investment, maling-mali talaga pag ilagay mo lang siya sa bangko. Okay? Sabi nga nito ni Warren Buffett, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Di ba? So that's why we should um, know where should we place our money. Now, saan ba talaga dapat? Sa bangko or sa mutual fund? So, I will discuss later ano ba yung mutual fund na yan. Pero, I will show to you the difference between these two. Okay? So, we know that the bank has only less than 1% interest rate. And yung mutual fund, we have 12%. So, that is what we have talked earlier. And that is all about mutual funds. Okay? So, let's say ikaw ito investor ay naghanap ka saan mag-invest. So, let's say sa bank ka naglagay, you will be called as a depositor, di ba? So, your money, you're opening a savings account there because you want to save money. So, di natin alam that the bank invested it in government securities, commercial papers, stocks, equities, written on sa real estate. But, as you can see here, they can earn and gain 12% with that. At tayo depositor, bibigyan lang po tayo ng less than 1%. Okay? So, napakalugi. Alright? So, grabe po inflation kung sa bangko ka lang po magsisave. Pero kung sa mutual funds ka po magsisave or mag-invest, you will be called there as a shareholder. Same din, dyan din siya naka-invest sa government securities, commercial papers, stock equities, retail loan, real estate. But the good thing here is that if they can earn and gain 12% with that, ikaw as a shareholder, you can also earn and gain 12% too from your savings or investment. Isa pa dyan, we know that the bank has tax, di ba? Merong tax deduction yung savings natin sa bank. So, as you can see here sa mutual funds, sinabi dito sa Republic Act number 8484, otherwise known as Tax Reform Act of 1957, gains realized by investors upon redemption of their share in a mutual fund have been excluded. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya kasama, no? So, tax exempt si mutual fund. From the definition of gross income effective, matagal na pala, January 1, 1998, and are therefore not subject to personal income tax return. So, ito yung nakaganda sa mutual fund kasi what they earn is also what you earn and at the same time, wala kang tax babayaran because it's tax exempt based on our Republic Act. Okay? So, kung tanongin kita, saan maganda mag-invest? Saan maganda mag-invest? Type nga dyan. Sa mutual funds, di ba? So, bangko pa rin ba pipiliin mo? Hindi naman masama mag-open ng bank account, pero wag mo lang patulugin yung pera dyan. Okay? You can use that for your transaction, no? Or you can put, for emergency fund, pwede si bank. Okay? But for investment, especially for long-term purposes, wag talaga sa bank. Okay? Lugi ka. Okay? Now, this is a workflow mutual fund. Before that pala, no? When we say mutual fund pala, no? It's a stock equity fund. Okay? Ibig sabihin, it's a pooled money from different investors. So, it has aggressive in capital growth, meaning malaki yung growth niya, no? And the money generally invested it on blue chip companies na nakalista sa Philippine Stock Exchange, no? So these are the blue chip companies that you can see here. Okay? So the money that you invest or place in the mutual fund will be placed in the fund house. No, this is the workflow already that I am discussing. And yung fund house sila mag-appoint ng fund manager para sila ang mag-invest sa securities. Ano ba itong securities? Stock, bond, gold, and etc. No? So saan naka-invest yung securities? Sa mga blue chip companies na nakalista sa Philippine Stock Exchange, just like Meralco, BDO, Jollibee Foods Corporation, SM, Ayala, no, GMA, Mega World, Philippine Airlines at iba pang mga malalaki na companies. So, ibig sabihin, since it's a pooled money, naka um, diversify yung pera natin dito. Hindi lang po siya sa isang company naka-invest or nahulog, no? It's being diversified by our fund managers. So, uh, maganda siya kasi we have fund managers to help us to do the investing, no? Saan bang ganda mag-invest ngayon, no? So because they know that kasi pinag-aralan nila 'yan. So they know what's best for our investments. So yan ang kaganda sa mutual funds. And of course, it will generate income and return and pass back to you as the investor. So ganun lang. Okay, that's the workflow of mutual fund. Paikot-ikot lang po 'yan. Now, as you can see here, if you are an SSS holder, no? As you can see, SSS invest 3 billion in mutual funds. So kung sila nag-invest sa mutual funds, bakit ikaw hindi? Bakit ikaw wala? No? So why not direct invest in mutual funds instead of just contributing SSS? Wala naman, hindi naman masama mag-contribute ng SSS because magagamit din naman natin yan in the future, no? Pero yun ang sabi ko kanina, wag lang tayo umasa sa government, no? We should also do our part to research and have some personal savings and investment din, no? Ganon. So kung pwede naman mag-direct, why not, 'di ba? So ganon. So these are the benefits of investing mutual funds. It's being managed professionally by our professional fund managers, no? Instant diversification, potentially high return, no? Especially na wala siyang tax and especially long term, no? It's very sure higher return and safety and transparency because we have a portal, no? And it's being registered in Security Exchange Commission and low capital requirement, so you can start as low as 1,000 pesos, no? And tax exempt. All right. So now, how can you save or no? How much can you save to achieve your goals? So dapat alam mo anong goal mo. Dapat may goal ka. Of course, paano mo malaman magkano ang kailangan mo ipunin if wala kang goal or if hindi mo alam ano yung goal mo, 'di ba? So 'yun, if alam mo ano yung goal mo or alam mo or alam mo na alam mo na magkano kailangan mo ipunin to have that goal. So let's say 1,000 pesos per month lang muna or yan lang muna ang makaya mo ma-save. So kung sa bangko mo lang yan siya nilagay sa time deposit, we have 4% interest rate dyan. After 30 years, meron ka lang 694,050 pesos. Pero sa mutual funds mo siya nilagay, which we have 12% interest rate, we have 3 million plus, no? It will become 3 million plus at after 30 years. So as you can see, ang laki ng difference, di ba? So what if you can save more than 1,000 pesos per month? Let's say you can save 5,000 per month, di ba? We don't know. Pwede yan, di ba? So if you save it in mutual funds, after 10 years, milyonaryo ka na. Di ba? Especially 20,000 pesos after 5 years, milyonaryo ka na. Di ba? Di ba? So, ang laki ng difference. Ganon. So, this is just for illustrative purposes only and it does not indicate for any investment. So, the past performance of this is not a guarantee of the future result. Okay? Now, let's talk about money. Now, let's talk about investment. Paano ba talaga tayo makapag-invest? So, pinag tayo tinatawag na pay yourself first. Bayaran nyo muna yung sarili nyo. Kasi minsan sa atin, pag matanggap natin yung sahod natin, saan ba natin binabayad? Padala agad sa magulang, bayad sa kuryente, bayad sa tubig. Ang tanong, sino ba napapagod? Sino ba yung nasi-stress? Di ba ikaw? So, dapat bayaran nyo muna yung sarili nyo. No? Well, hindi naman masama na magbigay, tumulong, pero think of yourself, no? You are earning on that kind amount of money because of your hard work, because of your effort, di ba? So don't forget to pay yourself first. So we have this what we call the abundance formula and nasa libro dito, no? Na ito. And isa sa nagturo nito ay si Brother Bo Sanchez, galing sa libro niyang The Abundance Formula. Sinasabi dito na once mag-receive mo yung pera mo or yung income mo, no? Don't forget to give first to the Lord. 10% lang, 'di ba? Kasi yun lang ang hiningi ng Panginoon din. 10% lang from your overall income, no? From your gross income. So, after that, after you give back to the Lord, set aside ka muna ng savings. Kasi ang nangyari kasi, pagdating sa pera, no, pagdating sa income, after mag-give back, after mag-tithes, mag, ayun na, mag-pay na sa mga bills, no? Sa mga expenses. Inuuna ang mga expenses bago ang savings. So, ang nangyari, hindi nakapag-ipon. Especially, yung income mo, sapat lang pala sa, yung tawag nito? Sapat lang pala sa mga bills, no? So, why not start it with savings? Tapos, doon after na ang expenses or lifestyle or mga bills, no? So, sabihin ako na, ah, hindi pwede yan kasi maso-short kami sa bayarin sa bills. So, okay, ang gawin mo dyan, increase mo lang yung cash flow mo, no? Kasi alam nyo, kung unahin mo talaga yung expenses nyo, you will not think of saving because siguro yung iba masasayang sa pera, no? Kasi um, they will say, Starbucks mo lang ito para ma-enjoy or treat myself, ganun. No, so you're not thinking of saving kasi you have this mindset na I need to pay for myself and that's to enjoy life, like go to coffee shop, go to party, ganun. I don't know ano yung mga lifestyle nyo. Tapos yung iba, importante yung bills. Unahin ko muna yung bills. Bahala na yung savings na yan kasi kaya ko pa naman. Hanggang kailan, no? What if dadating yung panahon na mawalan ka ng trabaho or hindi mo na kaya makapagtrabaho, hindi mo na kaya makapag-earn ng income, tapos wala kang savings. Tapos especially ikaw yung breadwinner. So mababaon ka sa utang, 'di ba? Ang hirap nun. So that's why we are teaching you here to save first before anything else. Kasi yung naiwan na pera mo para sa expenses mo at let's say nakulang yan, we can find way for that naman, 'di ba? Kaysa unahin mo yung expenses mo, for sure hindi ka talaga makapag-ipon yan. For sure talaga, no? So that's why we need to save first before anything else. So, now we're done talking about money. Now, let's go back in building our solid financial foundation. Ano nga yung first step in building your solid financial foundation? Ano nga yun? Investment ba? Investment ba yung first block, yung first step in building your solid financial foundation? So, let's see kung nakinig ba kayo kanina. Ano nga yung first step? Investment ba? Emergency fund ba? Di ba? Ano nga yun? Start with letter H? Anong sagot? So what do you think? 'Di ba? Ano ngayon? Walang sumasagot. Ano nga ang sagot, John? So ano yung first step in building our solid financial foundation? It is healthcare, 'di ba? Healthcare yung pinakauna, 'di ba? So, ano ba yung insurance or healthcare ang meron sa atin ngayon aside sa PhilHealth, no? Kasi yun nga, sabi ko kanina, nakaasa lang po tayo sa PhilHealth. Kaya dapat malaman natin bakit kailangan tayo magkaroon ng sariling healthcare or personal healthcare natin. Okay? So anyway, healthcare is governed by HMO. When we say HMO, okay, that is Health Maintenance Organization. Okay? So we have two kinds of HMO. We have short-term healthcare and we have long-term healthcare. Now let's discuss first about short-term healthcare muna. Okay, when we say short-term healthcare, that is your benefit as an employee. Okay? So, let's say nagtrabaho ka sa isang malaking kumpanya or let's say nagtrabaho ka sa call center, 'di ba? 'Yun ang common BPO. 'Di ba? Isa sa benefit nila is meron kang healthcare HMO. So, okay 'yun, 'di ba? Kasi you have HMO aside sa PhilHealth mo. Okay? But the question here is, forever ka ba dyan? Okay? Um, hanggang kailan ka ba maging empleyado dyan? Forever ba? Or let's say forever talaga, kaya mo ba magtrabaho forever? Yan ang tanong din. Diba? Dadating yung time na manghihinan tayo, pagod na tayo mag-work, gusto na natin mag-resign kasi gusto na natin mag-relax, especially matanda na tayo. Diba? So you want to resign or gusto mo na umalis. So pag alis mo diyan sa company na 'yan, do you still have healthcare? Oh, look at this one. Your benefit as an employee. So umalis ka sa company. So hindi ka na employee diyan. So that means to say you have no healthcare na kasi hindi ka na employee sa company na 'yan kasi umalis ka, nag-resign ka. So wala na. Kaya tinatawag siyang short term kasi ilang years ka lang benefited that with that healthcare, no? At the same time, yearly yung renewal niya. As you can see, nagmamahal at tumataas yung premiums ng mga short-term healthcare, no? If you take a look on MaxiCare, IntelliCare, ano pa mga ibang yung mga healthcare company, as you can see, tumataas yung premiums na every year or habang tayo tumatanda because it's yearly renewal, okay? And you are just benefited during your employment or productive years. So kung hindi ka na productive, wala ka na ding healthcare or wala ka na healthcare. Okay, so these are the companies that have short-term healthcare, no? Lahat ng healthcare, HMO companies. So we have IntelliCare, MaxiCare, no, Medicare Plus, we have Medicare, FlexiCare, no, lahat ng care. So mga life insurance companies, so we have FWD, we have Sun Life, we have ano pa ba? AXA, Philam Life, Manulife, no? Ano ba mga life diyan? No, Asian Life, Coco Life, no? Lahat ng life. So they also have short-term healthcare, no? But, short-term lang yung benefit niya. Okay? So for long-term healthcare or long-term care plan, this is your benefit starting from your age no, until you get old. So ano ba ibig sabihin nito? Ibig sabihin yan, kahit wala ka ng work, nag-resign ka, wala ka na dyan sa company na yan, kahit wala ka ng healthcare with that company that you are working, kasi meron kang long-term care plan or long-term healthcare, you still have healthcare, 'di ba? You are still benefited. You still have personal healthcare because of this. Okay? Kaya tinatawag siyang long term. Okay? Kahit retired ka na, kahit 70 ka na, kahit 80 ka na, you still have healthcare. Okay? So I hope naintindihan siya no. I hope malinaw siya yung kaibahan ng dalawa. Kaya as you can see, kahit sa retirement years mo, 61 and beyond, you still have long-term healthcare, long-term care plan. You're still benefited. So that's the purpose of that. That's the design for that. So I just want to let you know na si Kaiser International lang po ang merong long-term healthcare. Okay? So ang long-term healthcare din, ang kagandahan nito, hindi nag-increase yung premium niya kasi hindi siya yearly renewal, kundi fixed po yung premium niya. Okay? You will only just save for 7 years lang. Unlike dito, hanggang sa kamatay or hanggang sa kaya mo, okay? Or hanggang employed ka, okay? Or ano, okay? So, yan ang kaibahan ng dalawa. So, yan ang kagandahan sa long-term healthcare. So, as you can see here in the picture, saan nyo ba gusto ma-admit? Sa executive, payor, or charity? So, what do you think? Of course, gusto natin talaga sa executive, di ba? Pero kung wala kang healthcare, kaya ba natin sa executive, di ba? So it could be sa charity talaga tayo malalagay at mahirap no kasi maraming mga pasyente. So yan ang kahirap yan ang mahirap pag wala tayong healthcare. So bakit tinatawag si Kaiser na total solution, no? Because it answers the question, what if we die too soon and what if we live too long? Now, if we die too soon, ito yung sabi ko kanina, di ba? We have life insurance because it becomes an income replacement. Okay, now if we live too long, what if we live too long? Ano ba solusyon dyan? So, healthcare, long-term healthcare, no? And investment. Diba? So, if you listen to my discussion earlier, maintindihan mo talaga na ito talaga yung solusyon if we live too long and ito yung solusyon if we die too soon. Okay? So, as you can see, Kaiser is protecting us until we get old and until we die. So if you avail Kaiser, if you have healthcare, we can have a discount also if we want to get caregiver, nurse, or if we have dialysis. Okay? Now, I will give you an example on one of the plans that we have in Kaiser Long-Term Healthcare, no? Kasi exclusive lang yan dito kasi 'di ba? Mostly is alam natin is yung short term lang. So, I'm sure you don't know yet about this Kaiser Long-Term Healthcare, no? So, as you can see, sabi ko kanina, 'di ba? 7 years lang tayo mag-iipon para sa ating Kaiser Long-Term Healthcare and benefited ka lifetime na, no? So, meron na tayong extended period to make your healthcare fund big, no? So, during this extended period, dito yung time na yon na lumalaki talaga yung healthcare savings natin or HMO savings natin dito sa Kaiser, no? So, meron siyang maturity period which I will discuss that later on. So, I will use K100 plan. So, medyo malaki na ito na plan na ito kaya medyo may kalakihan na yung kailangan natin ipunin, no? But if you are looking on the brighter on the future side, no, when you reach on maturity period already and when you are on the retirement years already, malaki talaga yung healthcare fund mo at malaki yung pwede mong ma-enjoy na pera dito, no? So think of it as an investment mo din in the future din, no? So wag mo lang isipin ngayon, but think of for your future, okay? Now, as you can see, meron anong tawag nito? So as you can see, these are the benefits during the savings period, okay? So for plan K100, no, this is the contract price, this is the annual payment, and this is the monthly payment. Okay, so yeah. So as you can see, 10 months lang yung binabayaran natin or inuhulog natin sa annual, no? Kasi discounted tayo 2 months every year sa annual payment. Kaya maganda yung mag-annual sa Kaiser plans kasi nakaka-save talaga tayo, no? Kasi naka-save tayo ng 2 months every year. So yun. Yun pala discounted na. So ano pala yung mga benefits natin during the savings period? So number one, annual physical examination benefit, no? So ito yung mangyayari. Um, habang nag-ipon ka, pag naka 1 year ka na dito, meron ka ng annual physical exam that will use that you can use it for your ano ba mga kailangan mong kunin na mga laboratory or exam mga test, no? So you can use that in your savings period duration. So we have also dental benefits, so oral hygiene, okay? So waiver of installment due to death or credit life and waiver of installment due to disability. So kung kunin na tayo ni Lord at ma-disable na tayo, hindi na tayo talaga makapag-work, so ma-waive na yung installment. So okay na, fully paid or quits na tayo sa ating Kaiser plan. Okay? So yan ang kagandahan dito kasi hindi kawawa yung naiwan mo na family or yung family mo if that happens to you as a plan holder, no? So inpatient benefits, hospitalization, so any hospital na accredited ng Kaiser. Okay, then members choice of room and board. So free yung hospital room and an annual benefit limit. For K100, we have 60,000 yearly. Okay? So kung hindi mo yan magamit kasi healthy ka or you are keeping your healthy lifestyle, so sa bonus mo siya, sa bonus siya malalagay at ma-enjoy mo pa rin siya kasi withdrawable naman yung investment natin dito. Okay, after maturity. So now we have also term life insurance for 20 years and mayroon din siya accidental death and dismemberment for 20 years. Okay, so dismemberment meaning loss of body parts. So meron tayong insurance dyan. And ngayon, nasa more than 1,000 hospital na po tayo and over 2,000 doctors na po tayo. Okay? So extended period. So what will happen? So ganun pa rin. Meron tayong inpatient benefit, hospitalization, no? So you will also have from the 8th year, no? From the 8th year, which is the extended period, you will also have here already an outpatient benefit. So gusto mo na magpa-check up or magpa-consult, meron na tayo dyan sa extended period. No? Since this is a long-term healthcare, so sa 8th year na siya. Okay? Hindi siya sa savings period. Alright, so we have maternity, so sa buntis, pre-existing illnesses, existing na po ito ng mga sakit, okay, 'di ba? Alam niyo naman. So, meron na tayo nito, no? High blood, asthma, no? And dreaded diseases. So, we have number 4, investment of 10% yearly compounding interest. So, yung Kaiser funds natin, magko-compound po yun siya yearly. Yun yung sabi kanina na yung healthcare funds natin dito lumalaki, no? During the extended period, okay? So we have from benefit number 5 to 10, same lang yan doon kanina sa during savings period. Okay? So, ito yung sabi ko kanina, no? During the maturity period, okay, ano ang mangyari after mag-mature yung plan natin? So, um, dalawa lang, may dalawang option tayo, okay? So, pag mag-mature na yung plan natin, so we can withdraw the entire maturity value or we can retain the maturity value with Kaiser and let it continuously grow 10% yearly. So, malaki talaga yung fund natin to sa Kaiser. Kaya nga, maganda itong Kaiser Long-Term Healthcare, especially na meron ka ng short-term, di ba? Dagdagan mo lang yan ng Kaiser Long-Term kasi yung Kaiser Long-Term natin, gagamitin natin yan during our old year or retirement years, no? Or yung time na hindi na tayo makapag-able makapag-work, no? So, dyan, papasok si Kaiser Long-Term, no? So hindi ka naman malulugi dito or hindi naman mawawala or matatapon yung ipon mo dito kasi magagamit mo din naman siya in the future, 'di ba? So hindi mo siya gagamitin ngayon, so lumalaki din yung Kaiser Health Funds mo. As you can see here, no? Nag-accumulate yung funds mo dito, 'di ba? Meron siya mga bonus, 'di ba? So kaya lumaki talaga yung ganito kalaki yung maturity value mo especially kung hindi mo siya nagamit. So hindi siya lugi. So as you can see, if you pick number 2, no, if you retain the maturity value with Kaiser, so at the age of 60, let's say nag-start ka ng 20. I'm sorry, 22, 'di ba? So at the age of 65, magiging magkano na 'yun? 6.4 million. So pagdating ng 'yun, yun nga. I'm sorry, pagdating ng 60 pala, 6.4 million. Pagdating ng at the age of 65, maging 10 million na po siya. 'Di ba? So napakalaki. So habang tumatagal, lumalaki talaga yung funds mo dito sa Kaiser. So 10% compounding yearly. So ito yung OPMS or Online Policy Management System natin sa Kaiser. Okay? And these are the different plans of Kaiser. So we have the smallest one, K45, and until the K1000. So yan ang mga different plans natin and the different payments. We have annual, semi-annual, quarterly, monthly, and spot cash. So if you pick quarterly, semi-annual, annual, or spot cash, may discount yan. Okay? Yeah, sabi ko kanina, di ba? Pag mag-annual ka, let's say K100, nag-annual ka, so may 2 months discount yan, no? So for semi-annual may nasa 1 month plus or ganun or almost 1 month. Ito sa mga 2 to 3 weeks na less or discount sa quarterly. So may discount yan. So kung monthly ka, fixed na yan. Ganun talaga. So may ABL tayo. Ito yung sabi ko kanina, annual benefit limit per year. Ito yung magamit mo every year, no? Limit siya. Then life insurance, no? So madodoble yung life insurance value niya per plan if the cause of death is accident. And maturity value. Ito yung makukuha mo sa plan mo, especially if hindi mo magamit yung Kaiser Health long-term healthcare mo. Okay, so if you are still 10 to 40 years old, so pwede ka mapumili ito lahat. If you are 41 to 50, K60 above na lang yung mapili mo. If you are 51 to 60, K75 above na lang yung mapipili mo. So you can get Kaiser Health Fund or healthcare long-term healthcare fund until 60 years old and 6 months. After that, hindi ka na pwede makakuha niyan. Alright? So, kung mag-start ka ng ngayon, so pagdating ng 60 or 70 or sa retirement years mo, malaki na yung funds mo, 'di ba? So you should start early kung pwede lang. So as you can see here, that's do level 1 investing. That's the real wealth or real foundation in wealth building because as you can see, medical cost double every 7 years or 5 to 7 years, 'di ba? Are you with me? 'Di ba? As you can see, I think you have seen that naman no, sa ating mga hospital. Napakamahal na mga hospital ngayon. So a lot of sick people die not because there's no medicine but because of no money. Majority of Filipinos don't save money for future healthcare needs, 'di ba? Tama ba ako? No? You cannot bring with you your healthcare benefits provided by your company when you retire or resign. Of course, no traditional healthcare company covers ages 61 and up. Most people rely on their children, sell properties, borrow money for their medical needs during retirement. So yun ang sabi kanina, kung unahin mo yung investment at kung magkasakit ka, wala kang healthcare, ubos pa rin yung investment mo. No? It could be, masisell mo yung property mo, i-withdraw mo yung investment mo para pangbayad sa hospital bills. So dapat unahin natin yung healthcare, no? Majority of personal bankruptcy is due to medical crisis. All right. So now, who can help you build your solid financial foundation? Is it the financial services or CIMG? no? So I think I don't you don't know yet what are the benefits of being a member of IMG naman. So I will discuss it today. Now, if you let financial services help you build your solid financial foundation, no? This is how what it looks like. I'm sorry. Okay. So in investing in traditional industry, so this is you and you want to invest for stocks or mutual funds, healthcare or insurance, dadaan ka pa sa bank. And of course, may broker agent yan. Before you can start investing or save here in our mutual funds, insurance, healthcare, no, real estate. So dadaan ka pa ng broker agent. So expect for an entry fee or management fee and up to 20% tax return. And of course, this broker agent will earn commissions from the products that you are buying. Kaya medyo na may kamahalan talaga, no? If you are not investing if you are in traditional industry. But if you let IMG help you build your solid financial foundation, ano ngayon si IMG? Anong company si IMG? Financial Brokerage Company. Anong ibig sabihin yan? You don't need broker agent already if you are with IMG kasi you are in a financial brokerage company. That means to say, look at this one, you already bypass the middleman. No? Since you are a member of IMG, you can already have a direct access to these financial companies. At the same time, you can enjoy discounts from the financial products that you're buying. And lastly, you can become your own money manager. So, as you can see, nakakales ka, wala. Nakakales ka, hindi. Nakakales ka, di ba? May discount ka. Less hassle pa kasi may direct access ka na. Okay? So you are financially independent. All right? Okay, now I will ask you one more time. Who can help you build your solid financial foundation? Anong sagot niyo dito? Financial services pa rin ba or si IMG? Anong sagot niyo dito? All right. Anong sagot niyo dito? Letter A ba or letter B? No? Letter A pa rin ba? So anong sagot niyo dito? Okay? So, of course, letter B, di ba? Ang ganda na may direct access ka na, you can enjoy discounts pa, di ba? From the investments that you are having or you are getting, di ba? So ano ba makuha ko kung ako ay isang IFG member? So these are the benefits. Now, I want you to listen here. I want you to look here. And I want you to know, ano ba mga benefits makuha ko kung ako ay isang IMG member? Now, look at this one. Number one, you can have this free ebook of the secret to saving and building your solid I'm sorry, the secret to saving and building your future. Okay, since IMG's mission is to educate more Filipinos financially, that's why you can have this first benefit to have this free ebook of this book. Okay, now you can also have this free ebook of this financial workbook, okay, wherein you will know here how to protect, how to preserve, and how to make money work for you. Okay, so in this book, you can also have access to our free financial workshop wherein in these workshops, you will learn here how to increase your cash flow, how to manage your utang, how to build your strong financial foundation, how to have proper protection, how to build your wealth, how to protect your, plan your retirement, and how to build a business in the financial industry. Okay, that's for free and unlimited. No, at the same time, you can have this free ebook of the insurance licensing examination review. Or if you want to know more about insurance, you can learn more about this one here, no? This benefit. Now, kung may check up tayo sa ating health, may check up din may check up din tayo sa ating bulsa. That's why we have this free financial check up. No? So, you know, it's so hard to stay financially healthy if we are not guided. If we don't know that we are already not healthy financially, di ba? So that's why attaining financial independence is attainable if we have if we do financial checkup. Okay? And that is just for free here in IMG. So it will help you to figure out ano yung source ng financial problem mo. That's why hindi ka makapag-ipon. Now, if you want to be a registered financial planner or a registered associate financial planner just like me, So kung dito ka sa IMG, malaki yung discount, yung certification program natin dito. Kasi if you take this one outside IMG, napakamahal. It would cost 5,000 pesos kung dito sa Philippines. And sa abroad, it would cost 10,000 pesos. But here in IMG, instead of 5,000 pesos, 1,500 na lang yung certification natin. Sa abroad, it's only 2,500 na lang. So napakalaking discount. So at the same time, we have DuraCash dito. No, it's like GCash. No, you can use this for using for payment transaction. Yun, payment of your bills and so on. So we have also mutual funds. So automatic maging mutual fund investor ka. Once member ka ng IMG, so yung 1,000 pesos mo galing sa membership fee mo, mapupunta siya automatically dito sa ating IMG Soldivo Fund. So, our portfolio here is Soldivo Strategic Growth Fund. You can research that, more about that. So, it's a very strong portfolio wherein ngayon tumataas na yung value niya, no? So, if you are investing uh, now or like few years ago, I'm sure nag-earn na yung investment mo ngayon dito sa Soldivo Fund, no? Kasi tumataas na yung value niya. Okay, so you can you can invest here for as low as 20 pesos din. So let's say naka-start ka na. So dagdagan mo yung investment mo. For as low as 20 pesos, pwede mo siyang dagdagan, no? Saan ka nakakita ng mutual fund investment na 20 pesos pwede na makapaghulog? Only here in IMG Soldivo Fund, no? So dito sa investment na ito, you can save here for the educational fund for your children, college fund of your children, retirement fund, for travel fund. Pwede mo siyang gawin dito sa ating Soldivo Fund kasi may mga sub-portfolio siya na pwede mo siyang i-customize. Okay, you have also automatically free 100,000 pesos personal accident insurance from Manila Bankers Life. Fidelity Life, automatically meron ka 50,000 pesos from Fidelity. And you can have free access to long-term healthcare. Yeah. And you can also have free unlimited checkup in Kaiser Medical Center and 20% discount for you and for your family for the laboratory, no? For yeah, for the laboratory and some tests in Kaiser Medical Center. If you are a member of IMG, of course. Now, ito yung isa sa, 'di ba? I told you about Kaiser kanina, 'di ba? Isa sa uh, best savings program natin dito sa IMG si Kaiser, 'di ba? Ito yung ikalawa, no? So most 18. So this is a life insurance uh, product from Manila Bankers Life Insurance Corporation. So you can have access this with this here in IMG, no? Since IMG po ang official broker ng most 18 din. Same with Kaiser. So you can save here for your college fund, graduation fund for your children, savings plan, pension, your premiums or travel goals. So ang advantage kasi dito, if you know about life insurance lang, no? I don't know, are you familiar with VUL, no? That's what AXA, Manulife, ano pa ba? FWD, Sun Life are offering. So most is kanila they're offering VUL, no? So that is bundled, no? Opposite of this bundled. When we say bundled, yung investment ng yung investment mo doon, bundled siya sa life insurance. So that's why kung naghuhulog ka doon, doon siya papunta una sa life insurance bago sa investment. Kaya if you can see the investment there, medyo maliit pa siya. If you look on the third year, fourth year, fifth year sa yung insurance policy, medyo maliit pa siya kasi doon siya inuhulog una sa life insurance mo. Okay? So may mga different purpose din naman kasi yan. So yun. Ang kagandahan kasi do sa most 18, unbundled siya. So that means to say, naka-separate yung investment at life insurance niya. So that means to say, sa unang hulog mo pa lang, nahulugan na din yung investment mo. So if you want to withdraw anytime, pwede mo siya magawa. Pero sa VUL, hindi mo siya pwedeng gawin yan kasi doon siya inuhulog una sa life insurance. So yan ang kaibahan ng unbundled at bundled. Okay? Ang ganda dito is flexible siya and napakamura lang yung insurance coverage niya. No? So I will show it to you on the next slide. Mura lang. How cheap it is, no? yung insurance coverage niya. Okay? But with higher coverage, no? So as you can see, yung minimum coverage is 1 million sa life insurance, no? So hindi gaya sa VUL na na makita natin, no, na for 500,000 pesos, yung hinuhulugan mo is 30,000 pesos per year or yun nga, 2.5 per month. So medyo mahal siya for that coverage na 500,000 lang, di ba? So hindi siya enough. So convertible to permanent insurance siya. So since it's a term insurance, when we say term, let's since 18 most 18, so 18 years siya yung coverage niya. So after 18 years, renew ka na naman. So that's the meaning of term insurance, renewable siya. Pero you can convert it to permanent if you don't want that. Okay? So potentially higher rate of return, renewable prior to age 60, and PDF save. Ito yung sabi ko na, yung investment niya, ang tawag doon is PDF. So Premium Deposit Fund. So ang kagandahan sa PDF or sa investment dito sa most 18, hindi siya negative. Okay? And tumutulong siya sa ating policy if hindi tayo makapaghulog, di ba? So, possible mag-lapse yan siya, di ba? Pero dito sa PDF, it will help us to continue pay even though hindi tayo naghulog pero si PDF na naghuhulog para sa'yo. So, it will prevent lapsation. So, yun din ang kagandahan niya. So, no withdrawal or top-up fees. So, ages 5 to 60 can apply and must be healthy. Okay? So, ito yung mga premiums natin sa most 18. So, premium. So when we say annual premium, that is per year, di ba? Take a look on this one. Let's say I'm 28 years old, so 6,966 yung premium ko, annual premium ko sa most 18. So i-divide mo lang yan, 6,966 divide 12. Magkano ang monthly? Napakaliit lang, di ba? Napakamura lang, di ba? For magkano ang coverage? 1 million. Di ba? So, napakamura. Kaya ang ganda ng PDF. I'm sorry, ganda ng most 18. Alright? So, yun. So, meron na yan siya kasali ng mga riders pa. No? So, ito mga riders ito, di ba? ADDB, Payroll and Disability, Terminal Illness, and Critical Illness. So, yun. Napakamura lang, di ba? Sulit na sulit. So, yeah, let's go with the other benefits of IMG. We have free access to non-life insurance. So, kung gusto mong magpa-insure sa sakyan mo, sa bahay mo, sa business mo. So, meron tayong free access niyan sa Bolt Assurance. So si Bolt Assurance, no, it's not a non-life insurance but it's a IMG brand for non-life insurance partners ni IMG. So we have our provider. We have also from Manila Bankers, no, our provider for non-life insurance. So we have also free discount of auto purchase. So if you want to buy a car right now, no, brand new or second hand. So if you're a member of IMG, so may discount yan. Okay? And hassle-free because i-assist ka ni IMG at tutulungan ka niya sa pag-purchase mo sa sakyan mo. Alright? So, free iframe. Mayroon tayong 2 free iframe per year sa Vision Care. Tapos, unlimited free eye check-up din. Alright? So, yun. And we have free legal assistance program. That means to say, kung gusto mo magpa-attorney, magpa-advise attorney, legal advice or counsel, meron tayong free 90 minutes per year na legal counsel, legal assistance program. And members charity donation. So if you want to give or help to charity, no, meron tayo niyan for, here in IMG, and free memorial service from Everest Memorial Services. So isa din if you kung wala ka pang memorial plan or funeral plan, meron din tayong napakamura na memorial or funeral plan dito sa IMG. That is with Manila Bankers through Everest Memorial Solution, no? So, this is the first 24/7 concert service in the Philippines. So, these are the 4 phases to avail or to use our plan or policy in Everest Memorial Service if we die too soon. All right? If we die soon. So, easy to apply. Napakasimple ang application. Ages 1 to 64 ang eligible dito. So, no medical exam required. Instant approval. Okay? So, convenience, 24/7 siya. Free concert service. Pwede siya ma-extend sa family mo. Alright? So, protection. Meron siyang insurance. Lifetime coverage. Okay? And premium flexibility. Pwede siyang single pay or pwede 5 years or 10 years to pay. So, unrendered service. So, um, they can receive cash benefits. So let's say, hindi mo i-avail yung memorial service. Let's say, meron ka St. Peter. So that means to say, hindi mo ito ma-avail kasi St. Peter ang ginagamit nyo. So yung family, pwede lang ma-receive yung cash benefit kung hindi magamit itong Everest sa memorial service. Okay? So, walang tapon yung ipon mo din dito sa ating Everest. Alright? So, one call away, immediate concert service when the need arises. These are the numbers, no? So, they are very responsive. Ito yung na-appreciate ko kasi they are very responsive. Alright? So, at the same time, it provide client with help in creating a personal funeral plan. So, you can really talk with them and ano talaga ang gusto nyo as a family for your nasawi na family, no, or family member or plan holder nito. So you can talk with them, with the FAO, Family Assistance Officers. Tax-free and repatriation. So in case of that happens abroad, kasi OFW ka, no? The concert service includes assistance in repatriation of the insured. So, ito yung kagandahan sa mga OFW na nasawi doon sa abroad, no? So, that's why it's called 3A, affordable, available, and accessible. So, these are our um, networks around the globe, around the Philippines, I'm sorry. All right. So, we have in Luzon, Visayas, and in Mindanao. So, that's just take a look on that. So these are our plans, 5 years to pay and 10 years to pay. So we have a minimum of 50,000 coverage up to 1 million coverage. Okay? So yun. So ako pa sa inyo, 500,000 na lang or 1 million. Kasi if hindi mo siya magamit, then it will convert into cash benefit. So walang tapon pa rin yung hinulog mo. And as you can see, look at the premium. Napakamura lang. 'Di ba? Look at that. That is per year. 'Di ba? Napakamura. Alright, so yun, ano pa ba? Alright, so now, one of the benefit of being a member of IMG is that you can be in the financial industry. Di ba? Magkaroon ka din ng business dito. So IMG is helping us to increase our cash flow. So, hindi naman kailangan maging full-time, no? Pwede maging part-time muna. Just for you to help yourself out to increase your cash flow, no? So, ang kagandahan kasi dito, walang quota. So, if walang quota, hindi ka rin pressure. Hindi gaya sa ibang company, di ba? They are pressured every month or especially at the end of the month, mape-pressure kasi sila, especially if wala sang sales kasi may quota sila. Di ba? Dito, walang quota, so walang problem, walang pressure. So, permanent yung position mo, walang demotion. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Di ba, sa work mo or sa company, kasi 'di ba anong tawag nito? Kung mag-out ka or mag-leave ka sa company mo, let's say umalis ka sa work mo. Pagbalik mo, kung ano yung position mo, same pa rin ba? Hindi na, 'di ba? Pero dito sa IMG, kung let's say marketing director na yung position mo, ah nag-stop ka. Pagbalik mo, ganun pa rin. Marketing director ka pa rin kasi permanent yung position mo, walang demotion, no? Ang gandahan dito, you can earn 20,000 to 50,000 monthly. At the same time, ito yung kagandahan. You can travel the world for free, di ba? So every year may travel tayo worldwide. Every year, no? At guro mga 3 to 4 times travel the world for free, no? So we have here in Asia, we have in UAE, no, sa ibang bansa. So um ano pa bang hinahanap natin to, no? So if you are a traveler and if you want to travel on those country for free, just become a member of IMG and you will enjoy this benefit, no? So at the same time, discounted tayo sa Palawan Express, exclusive sa IMG members lang. And discounted din tayo sa real estate purchases natin. Alright? So before I continue, pakilala ko muna sa inyo si Mr. Dave Vallejos. Isa po siyang seafarer dati at ang yung nanay niya isang fish vendor. So alam niyo naman ang buhay ng isang seaman napakahirap kasi malayo sa kanilang family at the same time delikado yung mga work nila. So that's why um, it's a very big sacrifice for those seafarers na nag-work, no? At the same time, ang hirap din maging fish vendor kasi you need to wake up early, no? And gabi ka na din matapos, di ba? So kaya nag-quit si Sir Dave pagiging seaman kasi when he found out this IMG opportunity, no, he grabbed it, no? Kasi nakita niya dito ang bilis lang natin mag-grow financially if nandito tayo sa IMG kasi we are guided, no? And we can also do business, no? That is part of our benefit. So, that's when nag-quit si Sir Lim Paghinsiman at nag-full-time siya dito sa IMG kasama yung nanay niya. As you can see here in the picture, no, nakamit na nila yung financial freedom just by building a solid financial foundation. And he already traveled a lot of countries, a lot of places in the world with his mom. Just look at this one, di ba? Ang dami na napuntahan dahil lang sa pagbibuild sa kanilang solid financial foundation. So they just follow whatever they learned here in IMG. So kung kaya ni Sir din maging financially free, alam kong kayang-kaya nyo rin yan. That's for sure. Now, as you can see, IMG helps us build our solid financial foundation from increasing our cash flow up to investment. May solution yan lahat ni IMG. So, if you are a member of IMG, then walang problema if we are going to be a solid financial foundation because lahat ng ito may solusyon. Alright? So if you are an international coded member, no, these are your exclusive benefit just for you, no? So meron kang exclusive Visa card wherein you can use this for your IMG transactions worldwide. So meron kang exclusive events, exclusive runs and contests just for you abroad, no, here, there and abroad for international coded members where you can join that. And at the same time, worldwide protection from Mila Bankers Life. So we have accidental death benefit, burial benefit, accidental medical reimbursement benefit, accidental terrorism, unprovoked murder assault, and accidental disablement benefit. So yan ang mga benefits natin dyan sa lahat ng international coded members. Okay? So that's a worldwide protection. So as you can see, ang dami nating benefits sa IMG, di ba? So ang daming discounts, freebies. So ano pa bang hinihintay nyo? Let us start already and become a lifetime member of IMG and talk to the person who invited you to know how. As you can see, this is our, once you started here at IMG, this is our members portal, okay, or online page. So you can see here all your benefits and all the announcements here, okay? So, pwede mo din siya maging business na din, okay? So, actually, doon sa IMG, meron tayong tinatawag na accreditation fee, alright? So, yung membership fee ng IMG, that's one time, lifetime. Pero yung accreditation fee ng IMG, that's per year. O, anong ibig sabihin ng accreditation fee? So, iba si membership, iba si accreditation. Si membership, that's one time, lifetime lang. Okay? So, yung accreditation fee, that is for the renewal of our benefits. Kasi, ito ha, explain ko sa inyo ha. That's 1.5 per year. That's 4 pesos a day. So, explain ko sa inyo, ano ba ito? Accreditation. This is to help out our partner companies since they're giving us these benefits, no? Tapos madami sila, 'di ba? Tapos madami silang binibigay na discounts or freebies sa atin every year, 'di ba? So, this is also to support them. Okay? And also sa business din, it's just like sa renewal sa ating BIR, 'di ba? So, it's just like that. So as you can see, napakalegal ng ating business. Napakalegal ng IMG because we have renewal. Okay? We are renewing. Okay? So actually hindi siya lugi kasi napakarami ng benefits natin. It's 64 benefits and each benefit you can really enjoy that. You can really earn from that. So for example, vision care. 'Di ba? Meron tayong dalawang free iframes per year. Magkano yung iframe ngayon? That's more than 2,000 or 3,000. So since meron ka dalawa, that's 4 or 5,000 to 6,000 plus, no? Per year. So compare mo 1,500 to 5,000, 6,000. Lugi ka pa ba? Hindi. And to think, isa pa lang yan. What more itong iba pang benefits? So di ka lugi sa accreditation mo. Okay? So again, lifetime kang member, ang benefits lang ang kailangan ng renewal. Okay? Kasi malulugi yung mga company pag lifetime, di ba? If you are the owner of the company at naging-partner ka ng MG, lugi ka if lifetime. Di ba? So, yun lang ang kailangan natin renew. Okay? So, I hope na-gets mo siya. So, if you want to start already, just fill in this application and this is where we send our payments to the different bank accounts of IMG. Okay? So let's talk lastly with who are the members of IMG. Sino ba ang nandito sa IMG? So mga uniform personnel, mga police, coast guard, sundalo, jail guard, bombero. Sila nakapag-invest na yan sa mutual funds, meron silang healthcare and insurance. So sa mga sa mga nagsasabi diyan na scam sa IMG, tingnan niyo lang po yung mga members ng IMG, mga uniform personnel. Kung scam pa ito, matagal na po tayong nagko-close, di ba? Tapos teachers, we are helping them to save and invest kasi baon sa utang, and we want to help them to grow financially. And of course, our OFW and seafarers to save and invest while they are still there abroad, and while they are still earning, and while they are still able to save. All right? So, para makapag-retire din sila ng maaga pag sapat na ang kanilang naipon, di ba? So, we are also helping them. So, that's it. So, since you have attended this talk today, congratulations, you have free 200,000 pesos personal accident insurance. Okay? So, sino yung nag-invite niyo dito? Kung ako ba or may nag-invest niyo dito, talk to them and tell them to claim your free 200,000 personal accident insurance. Just give your name, phone number, and email address. Okay? So that you can claim this one. You can have this policy. So before I end, sabi ni Bill Gates ito, founder ng Microsoft Corporation, if you're born po, it's not your mistake, but if you die po, it's your mistake already. Okay? So if that means to say, even though you are learning in our webinar today, but you did not take any action, wala pa rin, di ba? So you should take action. You should apply whatever you have learned today. Okay? So that something will happen in your life. All right? So thank you so much. Before we end, let's watch this video.
Isa sa mga kilalang tagapaglingkod ng bayan ang makakasama natin sa paghatid ng pagbabago at magiging kaagapay sa ating financial literacy campaign. Kilalang kakampi ng mga inaapi na tumutulong upang iangat ang buhay ng bawat mamamayan. Narito na ang inaabangan na pagsasani puwersa para sa mas matindi, mas malakas, at mas makabuluhang kilusan na magsusulong ng misyon para sa financial education ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Ang kakampi ng inaapi, ang kakampi ng financial literacy, ang kakampi ng IMG community, Senator Raffy Tulfo.
Kakampi mo, kakampi natin. Sama-sama tayo patungo sa financial freedom. Raffy Tulfo po, kakampi ng inapi, kakampi ng IMG.
All right, so that's the end of our webinar. Thank you so much for attending. Here's my contact details and my information. So I am your financial educator, Philip Ain Imbong. Thank you so much for attending, and this is my Facebook page. Kindly support, like and share, like and follow, and this is my YouTube channel. Okay, Philip Ain Imbong. So if you want to know more about financial literacy talks or any tutorial or tips, visit my YouTube channel, and I hope you can learn something and earn something, some knowledge or ideas on my channel. So this is my contact number and my email address. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and ingat kayo kung saan man kayo ngayon sa mundo. All right. Thank you everyone. Stay safe kayo.